here it is, right? It's right here, so you will click. Let me just make this only has quarterly, right? This equipment only has quarterly. There's equipment that has quarterly, semi, and annual. You gotta make sure that you don't want to click and set up everything with the same date, because then what happens is, what we see sometimes is that the quarterly, the semi, and the annual, everything is on the same date. And all three inspections, they have different type of questions. It's not the same.
I don't think they allow you anymore.
If you don't do it right, if you click on here, right? If you click off, you can.
You can do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if you have, let's say for example, if you created three RTUs, right? 3 of them, it's already on the system, and you want the PM to be on the same date, which makes sense for those 3 RTUs, then you do all the quarterlies at the same time, then you do the semi at the same time, and then you do the annuals at the same time. Let's put a hard due date so it doesn't create a PM, and I can delete it. I can retire. Let's see. Let's do set up the date for November 29. Assign to this is a coffee maker, so assign to Julio, and it's managed by engineering. We gotta make sure when we do this, if there's a PM that has to be completed by facility service, whoever is your tech, make sure that you manage by facility service, not engineering, right? And then you hit save. And then it's no longer here in the system. It's already created, and it's going to assign a work order to whoever was assigned to. In this case, it was Julio. Okay, now, let's say we want to retire that asset, right? You want to click here, start exchange. Let's say I'm just going to use that asset because it's a fake asset, right? There's no another coffee maker there. You want to go to status change, and you put here are all the assets. These are all the assets that are active in the system, not retired. I think we put 99. Good. Now, in order for you to retire an asset, there cannot be any rounds or inspections open. It has to be completed. If you know that asset is no longer in service, right, and you are adding a new one, just go into the inspection and just put not applicable and just put a note, this asset will be deleted from Transcendent, right? So you go here to retire the asset, and then you don't want to hit delete, you don't want to hit any of these. You want to go into retire and just put a comment there. Reason for retirement, I'm just going to put this asset. Asset was used for testing. And then you hit confirm. Retire. It's no longer on the active one, right?
But still in the history.
It's still in the history, but it's no longer active. Now, if you go here, show retire only, this is all the assets that have been retired in that property. All of this. And there's quite a few. So there's more pages. There's 66 items in total. And in this property we did 2 years ago. I think when the day I was there, we cleaned up a lot of Transcendent because there were a lot of assets that there was nothing there. We couldn't find any of the assets that were in the system. So we cleaned everything up.
The director was so good.
Okay. Now, change point type wizard, right? This is another good thing to use, right? And we can use an asset and then we can just, I'll show you guys. Let's say for example, air handler unit. Let's try the air handler laundry, right? Let's say for example, instead of this being a air handler unit, someone made a mistake when they were creating the asset, and it's not an air handler unit. It's MAU, or let's say something on a dryer. Let's say it's a dryer, right? You click here. You click the change point type. You don't have to retire it. You click the change point type, and then you look for the right point type. Let's put air drive right here, right? Right there. Do we look at the? Just want to make sure that we housekeeping that we in this one there. And then you go and you click here, X, everything. You don't have to do anything else. The only thing we're changing here is that we're changing that it's not the point type is not an air handler, it's an air drive. A total different PM is gonna populate, right? But you don't have to go back and assign it to someone. All of that is gonna move by itself. Then you hit confirm, and then it has been already. You see, it's no longer here on the air handler. Now we gotta put it back. We gotta make sure that we put it back.